All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. I'm Corey Bellmeister.
I'm Ross Merriam.
All right, and we are going to be playing round 2 here, but before that, don't forget we are powered and sponsored by Star City Games and Carnox Chairs. So head over to carnox.com/SCG to get 10% off a chair, and there's 45 minutes left of September. You know what that means, right? That if you get in your subs now for us, you get all the sweet emotes, including your precious face when the Banefire was top deck. That's still probably my favorite.
That's the best moment in Versus Live history.
It really is.
It's going to be hard to top.
I know. Hey, I'm going to try my best to top deck against you in such a way that I can beat it. But you can get access to all that and ad-free stuff if you subscribe in the next 45 minutes, and it's half off.
Yeah.
And then September's over. I had a good time. I subbed to, 2 days ago to just every single content producer that I really like. I'm like, might as well get my value while I can.
Nice.
I'm a big believer in value, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Most Magic players are.
Exactly. And if you're a big believer in value, play the deck I'm about to play. I'm playing Black-White Knights with a bunch of adventure cards, so you're getting the value of being able to cast the adventure half and cast the second half as well. Hallmarked by the main card of Murderous Rider. I think Murderous Rider is a card that we didn't necessarily abuse in our other Knight strategies, mainly because we went 3 colors. It's a lot harder to make a double black card work when you're also trying to do the Mardu colors. But here I'm putting that first. I'm putting 4 Murderous Riders as what we have to start with and then build around that because I think the card is that important. And we're going to try it out. A bunch of Knights. I mean, this deck is pretty much all playtest cards here until we have the full thing. Yeah, it's a bit larger of a deck than yours.
It's like you're playing Commander over
here. So what do you got cooking for up against the Knight tribe here?
I'm going to be playing a sweet little Grixis Reanimator strategy.
Ooh.
So we've got a little Bond of Revival targeting Dakraseth, the giant dragon that just I don't know, attacks
kills
you.
everything.
It does whatever you want.
Yeah.
There's a lot of text on it. It's great.
Yeah, basically Bogarden Hellkite, right?
Yeah, basically.
It deals much more damage than Bogarden Hellkite.
It's 2 Bogarden Hellkites.
It is. It deals 10 damage spread across. So, you get to... it's going to be great against a creature matchup.
Yeah, definitely a nice card to give haste. We've got several ways to enable it. Thrill of Possibility, the Royal Scions.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we're splashing blue. Because of those enablers also enable the draw a second card synergies. I'm playing Ironcrag Pyromancer.
Oh.
I'm also playing Ironcrag Feet, so even if you don't get the dragon in the graveyard, you can just turn 4. Ironcrag Feet makes 7 red. Play it.
Oh, yeah.
Cross your fingers that it doesn't get to fairy.
Don't have a Murderous Rider.
And so we can play a little bit like a mid-range deck. We've got some removal, way more removal on the board to shift towards that plan. But, we're just going to be looting through our deck. We've got Rixmati Reveler as a nice little stopgap. Can block an early night, pitch the dragon, enable that.
Helps with Pyromancer. You can just play a Reveler, Lightning Bolt one of my Knights.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of synergy going on here. I think what it's doing is quite powerful, and it still gets to play a sort of normal attrition mid-range game plan.
Sure. I think I'm more afraid of what is it, Ice Cage Pyromancer, right? Is that what it's called?
Ironcrag.
Ironcrag, okay. Ice Cage, close enough. Yeah. I'm more afraid of the Ironcrag Pyromancer than I think the Dragon. The Dragon, I mean, if you Bond to Revival it and I'm tapped out, I'm dead. You know, I get that. But the Pyromancer, if you untap with it and you activate that every turn, I'm also dead. But that can happen on turn 3 and 4, where the Dragon, you gotta wait till turn 5. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into some games.
Sounds
I lost
good.
round 1, so I'll be on the play here.
Yeah. What do you say? Should we do a question before we get going?
Yeah, sure.
You got a good one queued up there, Rob?
I do.
All right.
Given Royal Scions and Thrill of Possibility, are you any more interested in a Drake's deck in the standard format?
Yeah, I'm so tilted that we played. I tried to play Blue-Red Phoenix, and it didn't go very well. But I just played Blue-Red Drake, with the Pyromancer and stuff. And then that night, Thrill of Possibility got spoiled. I'm like, are you kidding me? But yeah, I'm definitely more interested in trying it now. I still don't think it's enough, because if you want to consistently play Arclight Phoenix, you have to play like Goblin Electromancer and Radical Idea. 2 cards that are really bad on their own, but they synergize well with themselves. Yeah. But I don't know.
But the Drake's list has some power. I think there's enough to make the Phoenix deck work. Whether it's powerful enough even with Radical Idea, it remains to be seen. But I'm really high on Ironcrag Pyromancer.
Yeah.
My article went up today, so if you want to read more about that, there's a nice little Is It Drake's list? There's an Is It Phoenix list. And a Jeskai Planeswalkers list with Ironcrag Pyromancer.
Oh.
Teferi, bounce your thing, bolt your other thing.
I am streaming tonight with Streamer Event. Maybe I'll copy some of your decks.
Yeah. So I'm quite high on Ironclad Pyromancer. This is another direction to take it in with some more synergies. And we've also been, both of us have been very impressed by the Royal Scions.
Yeah.
I think that card is really good. Just so much loyalty, so hard to attack down in combat.
Yeah.
And, you know, when it sticks in play, it enables all the synergies really well. The second plus ability has been underrated, you know, like getting your creatures through. Here, we're just going to target like Grixis Reanimator, and suddenly that 2/2 body's a 4/2 first strike trample. So that card I also think is quite good and goes well into both those kinds of strategies.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I don't even think we have to play like Arclight Phoenixes in these decks. It can just be more of just a blue-red spells list. But Thrill of Possibilities would still make the card. The card's just still great. You know, getting your Crackling Drake bigger. But one thing that you said you're really impressed with the blue-red Planeswalker. I just think all the Planeswalkers are just unreal.
I've been impressed by Oko too.
Yeah. I thought Oko was going to be bad personally, but I think it's insane.
Yeah, no, they've all been really impressive.
All right, let's do this. All right, creatures, I'm in.
Okay, yeah, I've got a solid hand here, so we're definitely going to keep.
Yep, mine's fine as well. Okay, so we're going to start with our 1-drop here, and Vulnerable Knight. Our hand is not insanely great here, but it's reasonable.
So I can go for this one this turn and try to dig towards a blue source, but I also don't really want to trade for the Venerable Knight. Like, Corey's probably just going to play a creature, attack with this, and then when I trade it, he'll get the counter back. So I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay. I'll attack.
I will go to 18.
Okay. And we drew a land, which is not exactly what we want with this hand, but I'm playing Order of Midnight.
It's pretty good.
And I'll pass it to you.
And step, I'll Thrill. Discard this Drakuseth.
That card's an instant?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought it was just Tormenting Voice. What? Oh my god. Wow, okay, well, that card's insane.
Ironclad Pyromancer.
Oh god.
Just hit it off our draw step here after casting the Thrill, so that was pretty ideal.
That was pretty nice for you, I gotta say. Okay, I'm gonna attack.
So I don't think there's a pump spell here. Oh, there's the Paragon that can give Death Touch. I'm not sure if that's in Corey's deck, but I'm willing to play around it here and take the extra 2 damage. So I'll go to 14. Yeah, I don't think it's in your deck. But if this were, you know, a match, if I'm playing week 1 in Philadelphia, like, I would not block.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, now if we take a peek at my hand, I have options here. Can play either one of these right now. They're both just okay, but I think this, just with being more damage, I'm going to try this. So, Bell of the Brawl. This is one that isn't being played a ton. 3 mana, 3/2 menace. Whenever it attacks knights you control, get Battle Cry. So, I added a couple. I'm not sure if it's good enough. And especially against your deck that probably has shocks and stuff, it's probably pretty bad, but...
So that was a pretty solid draw on my part. I'm not sure how to order this. We're going to have a good turn.
Uh-oh.
I know that. And I think we're going to really freak Corey out by discarding this card.
Oh, my God. If you discard Bond of Revival, I'm leaving the studio.
that is not what's going to happen.
Okay.
Maybe I'm supposed to discard this one, though, if I'm just getting Pyromancer down. I assume that a Murderous Rider would have been cast on this Pyromancer if Corey had one.
I'm just really banking on you not being able to draw a second card this turn.
That is that's not going to go well for you.
Okay. Yeah, this is a scary card. Kind of just what I was talking about at the beginning of these games. I mean, that's exactly what's happening right now. Is this Pyromancer is just threatening so much.
Yeah, I think we just discard this one. So I'm going to discard a Lava Coil.
Oh God.
And we're going to deal 3
to the face. I'm at 17.
Deal 3 to the.
Oh.
Wow. We're going to shock with a Steam Vents. I'll go to 12.
Okay.
And I'm going to Thought Erasure you.
All right. Worthy Knight and 3 Godless Shrines. We're not doing it right now.
Don't think we need this land, so let's bin that one.
Okay.
So I'm at 12, and then I'll pass the turn.
Uh-oh. All right, well. I want to play this so I don't take less damage, but... all right,
10.
Your turn. We're going to activate Castle and drain ourselves for 4 here, so that's not good.
Okay. Well, I was going to play the Royal Scions here, but I drew Bond Revival, so I'll just go to 8 and bond my dragon. So I go to 8. Gets haste until end turn, so I think we'll attack, and I'll deal 4 to you, and then 3 to each of these. So you're going to take 13 total and go to 7,
I'm at 7.
and you're up. And still had all these.
Wait. End step. I'll take 4.
go to 3.
Oh, yeah. We're cooking now. Oh. One upstairs.
Ooh, that's going to bring me to 7 and you to 4.
All right. You win very easily. Holy crap. And Chandra. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. I had Chandra the Royal Scions left over. Like,
I'm going to get rocked this matchup. That felt disgusting.
yeah, I mean, that curve was ideal. I had, so it was turn 2, Thrill.
Yep.
Turn 3, Pyromancer.
Yeah.
Turn 4, Rix Madi, Bolt something, Thought Erasure you. Turn 5, Bond my Dragon
Yeah,
attack.
that's insane. I
That
mean,
is
like,
a
the
ridiculous
only
card.
thing that might have been better is against an aggressive strategy like mine, like if you were on the draw, just like either Thought Erasure or Lava Coil on 2 to stem my attacks a little bit, and then go into that. But that's like literally the only minor
Yeah.
improvement I could see. Like, well, that looked impressive.
I'm going to
Excellent
be right
draw.
back. I'm going to go make this an arena real quick.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
And like you mentioned Thrill of Possibility being an instant, and like normally, you don't think that's going to be a huge deal, right?
Yeah.
But actually, with Ironcrag Pyromancer, now you throw on their turn and it triggers it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's thrilling.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's thrilling.
So, like,
and you can hold up removal. That's the nice thing. You get to
Yeah.
hold up removal, and then if they don't do anything too threatening, you're like, all right, thrill.
Yeah. So I got if I say I like Thought Erasure it on turn 2 instead of thrilling, then turn 3 Pyromancer. Turn 4 I could have gone Rix Madi, Bolt on my turn, and then Thrill on your turn, Bolt again.
God, that seems nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to be trying this deck on the streamer event later. Not the Black White Knight decks. That looked less fun on my side, but
No.
I didn't have a great draw. I kept a 4-lander and then drew 2 lands immediately, but still.
I mean, you could have put 4 cards of your choice in your hand after you
yeah.
had tapped, and you would have still had.
I mean, I would have Murderous Ridered on 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Your Pyromancer, and then just had another Murderous Rider, and then when you bond a Revival, I just boom,
Yeah. But then I'll just sit back, kill your stuff, and eventually
Yeah.
play a Chandra and
Yeah.
just.
Oh yeah.
Your
I'm not trying to say I would win the game, but that's what I would try to do.
We would have played a lot more turns.
Yeah. Do we got one question while we're shuffling up here there, Rob?
yes. What do you think about castles in 3-color decks? Are they a little too clunky at that point?
A little too greedy in my opinion. It depends what kind of deck. If you're a 3-color aggro deck that includes black, I like the black castle. But if you're a 3-color control deck, you can't play the black castle.
And also depends like what kind of 3 colors.
Yeah.
If you're a pretty heavy 2-color deck with a light splash, you might be able to fit one of the castles from your main color.
Yeah.
And like if
Like
you're
blue,
a higher,
black, splash, white for just like some kind of Esper hero shenanigans.
Yeah.
Playing the blue one might be okay or something.
Yeah,
but,
something like that. It really just depends on how your mana base is built.
Yeah.
So it can really shift. I think the more Fabled Passages you have, then the better the castles will get because you'll just more reliably have those lands in play for them to enter untapped.
Yep. Nope. Good question. Shall we get to the games?
Let's do it.
I am first.
This deck is nice.
I am not feeling good about this matchup, Ross. Can you believe it? Do I keep this? If we look at her hand, it has a very obvious problem. But it's still somewhat aggressive. I can't keep a 1-lander.
Yeah.
And 1-lander with 2 vulnerable knights, but
The night decks, like because of Knight of Ebon Legion, the adventure cards, your
we
higher
would have
curve,
been
like
so dead.
you're a lot better dealing with Mana Flood than with Mana Scourge.
Exactly, yep.
I
We would have drawn 4 non-lands, so I would have been very dead. I'm
Okay.
guessing you're going to keep your perfect 7.
It is not perfect, but it's good. It's got a lot of cheap cards, which is nice.
Eye roll. Do we have another eye rolling question while I mulligan to oblivion here?
I don't know about eye rolling, but
Okay.
what do you think about Fires of Invention in something like a Jeskai Super Friends deck, Ross? Something a little less combo-y than trying to play Niv Mizzet.
That kind of
That
sounds
makes sense.
nice.
Yeah, your curve really starts at 3. That this
It costs 3, right? Or it costs 4?
It costs 4.
Okay.
So this catches you up, and then it can start really expanding the battlefield. And if you do that, you're going to want to play more mobilized districts. You have things to do with your mana.
Oh, yeah.
I
I like that.
And maybe
Even just a 2 of. You know?
Yeah,
Nothing crazy.
That could be a good card in a deck like that. You definitely want to be like a sorcery speed, haymakery kind of deck, and that's how the Jeskai Super Friends decks operate.
I just picture fire invention into like Deafening Clarion to deal with the board on turn 4, and then like turn 5 just like Sarkin to Fairy negative. It's just like, oh god, that sounds awesome.
Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I just have so many ideas of cool stuff to try. This is gonna be sweet. All right,
like you said, it's Christmas.
it is. It's magical Christmas land. People are finally coming around. Okay, so now if we look at our hand here, we have a couple pairs of cards here. So I really want this just to make sure. So I think we can safely get rid of one of these and hope for the best. All right, your turn.
No one drop is quite nice. Let's play a temple.
Yeah, rub it in, Ross. Rub it in.
I do think I want to make land drops with this hand. So I kind of want to keep this. We're going to see a lot of cards. So I just want to make sure I'm hitting land drops. So we'll leave that on top.
All right, we'll go with Order of Midnight. Your turn.
Okay, not super threatening. So I think I can take this turn.
Flying Grizzly Bear.
To go to 16 and Thought Erasure you.
Okay. We don't care about Thought Erasure too much. We got 3 cards that are effectively kind of doing the same.
Yeah. Would have been nice if it was the other way around.
Yeah.
I've definitely taken a claimed contender to cut off some of your card advantage, and then we will. We don't need a 5th land with this hand. I
thought you were going to be like, I don't need a giant dragon. Okay, so we're going to play this, and we are going to look at the top 5.
Yeah, this is when when it attacks. Yeah.
All right, I think we're just going to keep the engine rolling. Get another one.
It's pretty good.
All right, attack for 2.
I go to 16.
Your turn. God, I didn't know this was Conquistador here. Conquistador. Just search for another of the same card. Seems great. All right, so we're just trying to beat down before we get destroyed by this dragon.
So we're setting up to double spell next turn, and the question is which spell we want to play now. And unfortunately, I kind of want to save this one, but maybe I'm not supposed to do that. Maybe I'm just supposed to buy time.
Human Knight, Elk.
The real problem here is my Rix Mighty Reveler is not a good blocker. Corey's got 2 3/3s, a 3/2 menace, and a 2/2 flyer. I'll get around the 2/2.
Yep.
So I think I want to buy time. If I'm going to do that, then I go with this. But if I want to save this for the Bell of the Brawl, then I could cast this turn.
What is this supposed to be a pun on?
Bell of the Ball.
Yeah. Well, like
to be the bell of the ball. Like
I don't get it. What does that mean?
Person who everybody's watching.
Oh, okay.
Or
the bell of the brawl, huh?
Yeah.
That's the battle between us, right? Who wants to be the bell of the brawl? Yeah, we have a lot less decisions to think about on our side. It's just play knights and attack. That's maybe one reason why I don't necessarily love the knight strategy here. It is a little one-tracked. You're doing so many cool things over there.
Yeah. The other question is, like, I don't really want to put the dragon in my graveyard right now, because if I draw Ironcrag Feet, I could cast it next turn, which seems like it's going to be great. So I think that makes me want to actually cast Thrill.
Okay.
And that's going to discard Watery Grave.
Okay.
We'll draw 2. And then I'm going to play Temple of Enlightenment. This is why I wanted to Thrill main phase. Yep. I wanted to Temple afterwards.
Have an effective scry makes sense to me.
I like that one, so we'll leave it on top.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Scared of that. All right. Well, we're going to do it again. Going to spin.
Yep.
4, 5. And what do you know? We're doing it again. Keep the engine going. Cast a Fabled Passage. I'm going to attack for 5.
And I go to 11.
Your turn.
So, Ross, why do the scry that way?
So you can do it either way, and it's dependent on if you think you're going to do something more that turn. So like if I have a bunch of extra mana lying around and I could do something with the cards I'm drawing off of Thrill, then I'll want to scry first because I want to draw something that's immediately impactful. But in that case, because I'm tapping out for the Thrill, I'd rather draw the 2 cards first and then make my decision on the scry.
Agreed.
It also it just seals.
Because if you do it in the other direction, sure, you get to draw a card if you want it right away, but you're not going to cast it anyways. And if you draw first, you're just looking at extra cards here, plus you're getting the information from those 2 cards to really have an accurate depiction of what you want to sculpt your hand on that point. So I think Ross did it perfect there.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to make the risky play here and hope Corey's not holding Midnight Rider. So we'll Fabled Passage, cast Ironcrag Feet into Drakaseth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yep, that resolves. And I think I want to get a swamp here. We've already got our 3 red and multiple blue mana.
Yep.
So let's get a swamp.
All right, we'll sacrifice this.
We're going to be in rough shape if he has Murderous Rider. He'll get to attack us to 3, but if he doesn't, I think the game's just over in my favor.
We're going to need some help. All right. Give me a good cut here, okay? How about that? Oh, yeah, right to
Just
it.
flip it. This could be your Banefire moment. That doesn't seem like it.
It's not my Banefire moment.
If you had flipped it, it would have been Murderous Rider.
Yeah. I guess we'll try to find it. Think it'll be too late. For equipment. Guess we'll get a Vulnerable Knight. That's not ideal.
No, it is not.
What do I even do? I'm just so dead. I drew a Fabled Passage. Guess we'll cast Vulnerable Knight. Do we want to attack and get through 5 damage or just let you kill 3 creatures? So I either go down to 1 creature next turn or I stay at 2, but I get in 5 damage. I'm just going to be left with a 2/1 if I attack, but you'll go to 6, which isn't very relevant. Or you stay at 11, and I'm going to be left with... you're probably going to kill all my 3/3s, and I'll be left with this. And then what can I possibly do with that? I mean, I guess I could hope to top deck a Midnight Rider, and then kill that, and play that. And then that's actually a 2-turn clock. So I'd 4 you to 7, play this, and that's all assuming you have absolutely nothing. So I guess, yeah, go.
Okay. Not the best draw there.
I think you'll be all right, bud.
Yeah, I'll certainly live. So let's play a Rick's Mighty Reveler. We're going to pitch Thrill Possibility.
Okay.
Well, that's awkward. Definitely attacking, and I will deal with the 3/3s. You'll take 7.
Sure,
Order
13.
Can't block. And then I think
sack this
I just
while
want to
you're
make
going
sure
through
I
it.
can protect my life total, so we'll Lava Coil the Order of Midnight.
All right. Well, now I believe we need it again.
Corey, chat would like me to remind you that it's Venerable Night, not Vulnerable Night.
Oh, it's not?
Venerable.
Oh, I thought for sure it was Vulnerable Knight. Venerable. Okay.
Worthy of respect.
Gotcha. Sorry, chat. First time I've ever gotten a card name wrong, I swear.
Yeah, all those thought scours the last game.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All my things are dying.
things are going well. Things are going well.
I'm gonna pump my and deal 4 to you, and that'll be 13.
We're still playing. All right.
Are we gonna minus on an acclaim contender?
I think we have to. Yeah. Minus.
Goes to the battlefield.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have enough to be able to. Well, I also just can't find the card I need here, which I don't know. All right, well, we're gonna try this. Swordmaster. I will adventure this at you.
Yeah. So I go to 9. You go to 15.
You go to 9. I go to 15. I'll
Currying some
attack
favor.
you for 2.
Seeing as that's going to die, I might as well keep my Grixis around.
You go to 7. I go to 17.
Yep.
Land. Your turn.
This is turning out not like the fairy tales.
No, this is more of a nightmare.
So
we went from a beautiful fairy tale story to a Nightmare on Elm Street real quick.
so loot.
Okay.
Discard this dragon.
Yeah.
I need that one. Play
And this
that.
dragon is my Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. So I guess I will send this at Soren, Dakraseth at you, 3, 3, and 4 upstairs.
Okay.
So you're going to end up taking 11 total. Brings you to 6.
7, 8, 9. Oh, 4 upstairs.
Yeah, 4 upstairs. This one.
Okay, 11. So yep, down to 6.
6, 7. You're up.
All right, easy. All right, Midnight Rider. Oh, Murderous Rider.
Okay, you go to 4.
Step 1. Step 1, and then I guess we have to play this.
You can play the 2 on lifelink.
But you get it first strike and trample, so that doesn't do much. This, I guess,
You would survive at 1. That
eats
one
up
would survive
more
at 2.
damage. Yeah, your turn.
And here comes the Bond Reviver.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
God, I did the... You're right. I did just do the random flip, and it was there. I should have did that last time. What a punt on my part. That was horrific.
I really want to spectacle this Grixis Reveler, but instead I have to kill you.
Wah.
So
Smallest violin here, Ross.
Provoke your creature. Plus to pump the Reveler. And
All
attack
right.
for 4.
All right.
Spectacle this one. We'll drop your cards.
All
3
right.
lands. How unlucky.
Well, that's it for our time for round 2.
I think we'll get to some sideboarding.
I think we will.
play-
All right.
We'll play one sideboarding game and see how it goes.
We're gonna get to the sideboarding here for our second round and see if I can do anything about this beating that I'm receiving from this beautiful dragon here. So
back in just a minute.
stay tuned. Give us a few. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Versus Live here in the sideboarding. We are up against Black White Knights, up against just an absolute powerhouse over here with Red Black Reanimator, or Grixis Reanimator, I should say. I'll start with my side. We are bringing out some of the more clunky cards that are really good in other creature stalemates, like Wintermoor Commander, which can have just an insane toughness as well as make it pretty easy to attack into, but otherwise a pretty unreliable attacker and just kind of weak, basically. Bell of the Brawl is also not great, especially against a shock deck, or if you were going to be bringing in Flame Sweep, which you definitely are. Feels real bad to play a 3-drop and then immediately have Flame Sweep clean up that and other knights. So that feels bad. And then Soren, I think, is just a little slow. So we're taking out kind of the clunky cards because I want to be fast and disruptive at the same time. And we're starting with Gideon. Gideon is a really resilient threat that is just super strong when your opponent is not attacking it often, something that your deck can't do.
Yep.
A couple duresses. I'm going to be on the play. If I was on the draw, I would bring in... yeah, okay. If I was gonna be on the draw, I would have more duresses, but I decided for 2 on the play. I like to be more proactive than just trying to react to what you have, as well as 2 Midnight Reapers. If you're gonna kill my stuff, at least it's gonna help me find a Midnight Reaper or Murderous Rider a little bit faster, and we'll hope we can maybe get a game here. But we got demolished. What do you got over there?
On my side, I'm assuming that in the sideboarded games, Corey's deck is going to be much better situated to stop the Reanimator plan, so I'm cutting down on that. In particular, Ironcrag Feat is a card that doesn't do anything by itself. You know, if I don't draw the dragon, or if you have the Murderous Rider, then it looks really bad to cast this into dragon. So I want to move away from stuff like that is better in game 1 when you can catch your opponents more unprepared.
Yeah, more cheesy.
And just become, a mid-range or value-oriented deck. So I've got a bunch of good removal, Shock, Noxious Grasp, Flame Sweep. They're all going to be relevant in the matchup. We're sort of trimming on other aspects of the Reanimator plan. Thrill of Possibility gets worse. We're trimming down on Bond and the Dragon, and then we're going to cut one of the Royal Scions. It's a card that can be awkward to cast, especially on the draw.
Yep.
It
doesn't protect itself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, trim down, bring in a bunch of removal, and play a much slower game plan.
I like it. Sounds great. So we're going to get to 1 game 3. You are up 2-0 on the match, and pretty convincingly, I have to say. So one thing I do want to say before we take a question here is, so far, when you played Knights, I played a 5-color Wyatt Darby special for Planeswalkers, and the matchup didn't even feel close. You know, I mean, you were just playing like pretty medium creatures, and I'm just going over the top. And it's kind of the same here, too. You know, you're playing really cool synergies and stuff that just goes over the top, and Knights have just felt really lackluster. What do you think about that? Am I...
No, I think you're right. They just haven't... The tribe hasn't been able to generate the right amount of pressure. You know, it has a lot of good ways to play into the long game, but without the pressure, you just still lose those long games.
Yeah.
You need the pressure early to put your opponent on the back foot, have them be forced to make plays that are bad from a value perspective, but necessary to protect their life total. And we haven't been able to do that with the Knight decks yet.
Yeah, not really.
You know, maybe you need to have more reach in Smitten Swordmaster and try to go like wide with that. It would be really nice if Worthy Knight made, you know, Knight tokens and then Smitten Swordmaster.
Yeah.
That probably would have elevated it to the point where it was really good.
Agreed.
But without that synergy going on, we just haven't been able to close out games.
Yep. And I think, like we've said before, that, you know, when tribes are just too good, you know, Standard doesn't become that fun because this tribe is just too good. But I think we're going to get more Knights in like Theros or the set after that that'll really kind of push Knights over the top and get to somewhere where like Vampires are. We're at the end of Standard here right before this, but right now it's just not that great. So let's answer one question before we get into this game 3.
Sure. Corey Betts from Mana Base. What do you think about playing Tournament Grounds in a deck like this?
Playing what?
Tournament Grounds.
Is that the red, white, black one?
Yes.
Yeah, that actually would probably be pretty good, huh? Because you just reveal a Knight?
No, it just enters untapped.
Yeah, it just enters on tap, taps for a colorless, and then tap to add red, white, or black. Spend this mana only to cast a Knight or equipment spell.
So the only problem there is it doesn't cast the Murderous Rider part. You know, like it doesn't cast the spell part. So that is a big thing, but I could easily see a couple of those in here instead of Fabled Passage. But I think Fabled Passage just might be better.
You've got to pick something, right? Like you've got Gideon's in your sideboard. It would be difficult. You'd probably have to pick one or the other if you want to play Tournament Grounds. But your mana base does get better that way. I'm a pretty big fan.
Yeah, it could be good. I got another 1-lander here on the play. The old 1 Plains.
I have another 2-lander on the draw.
All right. With Thrill of Possibilities and Dragon. And
a bunch of 2-mana spells. The deck has a lot of 2s. You know,
it does.
Thrill, Thought Erasure, Grixis Mighty Reveler, Lava Coil. And all those except for Thrill affect the battlefield.
And the one thing I love is, like, I'm playing a bunch of Dimir decks today, and because I really love the power of Thought Erasure, but none of the shells are really particularly great. But I think that is a nice shell for Thought Erasure. It's phenomenal.
The first time you surveil a dragon, you're going to be like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to keep this. We're going to put this on bottom, and we're going to go... We're just going to duress you.
Okay, well, you can take a Lava Coil, a Thought Erasure, or a Chandra.
Okay, I think we'll take your Thought Erasure. I have to hope that I'll draw something to deal with Chandra later.
Yeah, or just kill me, like, you know.
My hand doesn't do that, but... Okay, that was actually a really good draw on my part here. Venerable Knight. It's so close. So cold.
Well, that was a good draw on my part. I'll go to 18 and Thought Erasure.
No! Okay, we're dead.
So, awkwardly enough, I really want to take a claimed contender, even though Murderous Rider has been so important for you, but like just shutting you out of the that card advantage. Yeah, take the contender.
Okay.
And I want a land, so we will.
Yeah, I was happy that I drew this so I could contender. So yeah, this is it's pretty brutal. Okay, so at least we got something we can cast and attack for 2.
So I'll go to 16.
Your turn.
And well, now that gets a little awkward. I don't really. Do I mind you getting a 1/1? If Corey were to untap and cast the Murderous Rider as a 2/3 lifelink and get a 1/1, am I that worried about it? Because I really don't want to cast this turn, and I kind of want to save this for the 2/3 body. So I think I'm just going to Revel.
Okay.
And I wonder if I should discard this Chandra, seeing as I'm so far away from casting it. It's either that or discard this Reveler and start digging for lands. Which might not be the worst idea, but it's going to leave me with not a lot to do in the meantime.
Yep. Yeah, that's a tough one. If you don't have any lands, I would be inclined to take Chandra, but it's close.
Discard the Chandra.
Okay.
And Okay, well, I guess that changes things now. So I did have a temple for this turn, but now I have shock to 14.
Ooh.
Shockworthy Knight.
Pretty good.
You can go.
All right. Well, untap. Well, I don't want you to be able to just block here, so we might as well get our value here.
You go to 18.
Yep. Attack.
I go to 12.
And play a land. Your turn. I will sacrifice this. I guess I shouldn't sacrifice this in case I top deck Knight of the Ebon Legion.
So I'll definitely do that. And
Okay.
Now the weird thing is now we don't have much use for lands. So I'm wondering if I discard this temple or this other reveler. So like these two in combination could like really pull me ahead. So I think I've just discarded this land.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
And then pass the turn.
All right. Okay.
I would have 100% swapped to this card for the land I discarded for it.
I'll play this and attack.
And I am gonna.
It's close. Your lava coil could on surface value.
Now I think I'm going to work towards this. So let's make that block.
All right.
So I'm still at 12.
Or 14, right?
I think I went to 12 last turn after you killed my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I had you at 12.
Yeah.
12. Okay. I'll pass it to you. Sacrifice while you're doing your thing. We really want a Gideon here. Gideon would be tough for you to deal with.
Yeah, that would. You were very right. Let's just lava coil this.
That card that returns it to your hand.
That would be nice. That's exile.
Shepherd of the Flock or whatever, right? All right, Murderous Rider is
pass the
dead.
turn.
All right. Got 12, huh?
Yep.
Wah, wah. Your turn. No friends. Max punished by attacking with the knight, but I still think it was correct.
So play the Royal Scions,
Okay.
and I will loot. Awkward.
And it's just such high loyalty. It doesn't defend itself, but it's just, what do I do? Do I attack it 3 times? Like, that feels bad.
Yeah, let's discard this temple and pass the turn.
Oh, I got punished for not playing my land last turn. That's all right.
Castle's going to be a good one here.
Yeah, but I should have played my land last turn.
Where are we going with the contender?
I'm just going at you.
Okay, I go to 9.
All right. We'll draw a card, lose 2.
16.
Oh my god, I'm so punished for not playing my land. Your turn. That was terrible.
Let's...
Completely forgot Castle was something that could punish me there.
I'm going to take a risky line. I'm going to shock myself to 7.
Okay.
I'm going to shock
Discard a
you.
dragon. Okay.
You go to 14.
Okay.
And then I will spectacle a Grixis Reveler.
Ooh,
3.
I like it. Spicy.
Then I will plus the loot.
Okay.
Discard a Blood Crypt and pass the turn.
All right.
That was not a good set of draws.
We like that. All right. Well, we will attack you.
I go to 4.
Okay. And then we'll play this and this. Get a token. What do I get? A human or...
Yeah, human. Shaheen.
Shaheen's coming in. Your turn.
We could lose the game here. We got nothing.
Yes. I will knight you if I win this.
I only have 1 Chandra left in the deck, so I don't think I want to try to go towards that by looting first. I think I would rather play this temple.
And just do some scrying.
It's not going to do anything.
Okay.
No, I just need a removal spell. So
Yeah, and I don't even have lethal next turn, so this is still a problem.
I'm at 4 because I shocked last turn.
Oh, yeah,
Not
okay.
6 because this attacked me.
Okay, gotcha.
So you do have lethal. Like this box here, I
Gotcha.
just need
I thought you were at 7, but
I'll thought erasure you just to get a surveil.
that resolves. That's not a dragon. Come on. Give our knights a win.
Definitely discarding this.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
What could you have? Like a shock, I guess? Guess I want to go to 12,
Yep.
and then I'll go to 11.
Yep.
Then I'll attack. You, I guess. Well, let me see. Do it. If you have shock, you block and shock this, and you're at 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess you don't live through a shock. Yeah, attack you.
Definitely blocking here.
Okay.
And then I assume because you're going to be drawing multiple cards that you'll probably have something to play. So I think I should just deal with this Worthy Knight. So Noxious Grasp that. I'll go to 5.
Yep. So I draw a card off that.
Yeah, you go to 10.
I go to 10, draw a card.
5.
Okay.
Now I go to 1.
Yep.
These trade. You go to 9, draw a card.
Yep.
Smitten Swordmaster will get me.
Okay. Now I have options here. You get to ultimate, which is quite a tilt.
Yep.
Now I already played a land. So I can only cast one of these spells. Now whatever is in your hand, I'm probably not too afraid of. Does that deal damage to creature or player?
To any target.
Okay, so I have to just play another threat to hope you can't deal with a bunch. All right.
Also just dig towards Swordmaster.
All right, your turn. Swordmaster in hand.
That was also not good.
You can just kill me if you find a Bond of Revival.
I don't have the dragon in the
Yeah.
card.
But
So,
I mean, if you find that combo.
Yeah. So I think I want to crack the Fabled Passage first. How many basics? I'm pretty sure I have 1 island, 1 swamp, and 3 mountain.
This is getting intense, chat.
So I know- See, if I'd have drawn those 4, it would have been 3 lands and a lava coil. So that's
Impressive. That won't
dead.
do it. All right. Do you have to decide where you're dealing the damage right away?
no, because it's a trigger when you draw 4
Okay.
cards.
Gotcha. That's nice. All right. Tidings with Fire Blast attached. Impressive.
Yeah. Okay.
Tidings Blast.
So I will ultimate this.
Okay. Oh. Oh my god, do you have the thrill? Where's the 4 going?
The 4 is definitely going there, but yeah, you think you got me.
Yay!
So all I have is I have Pyromancer Flame Sweep to deal with this and block here, but the Swordmaster will deal me 1.
Yeah.
Let me see. What can I can Bond of Revival, a 2/2, and hope to draw a removal spell for this.
Yeah.
And hope you don't have another knight. So I guess that's my only play, but you probably have another knight. So let's Bond the Grixis Reveler.
Okay.
And
But you need a shock now, right?
I need a kill spell for this.
Okay.
And
Well, then you have to kill. Oh, this isn't a knight. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Discard Iron Crag Pyromancer, I guess.
Okay.
You have not been dealt any damage.
Nope. Is that a lava coil?
You can go.
All right. Untap. Okay, we'll play this. We will cast a Circle of Loyalty.
For 5?
Yep.
Yeah. That is a good one.
Duress you?
Oh, no. Now I'm dead. I had to hope that you attacked first, because then I can block and flame sweep.
Yeah. I wasn't going to do that.
We can't stack damage anymore. I don't know. I was like thinking in my head that this would somehow kill this. I was just dead.
It would still kill it. You block, let damage resolve, and then flame sweep.
Oh, yeah. Well, but I can't take this.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So I was just dead.
Okay.
My bad. I was slower.
All right, we got a game with knights. I can walk away with a little pride, but I truly had to get lucky, and you had to draw a lot of nonsense.
I'm not sure if I ever had like a coherent plan there. I kept discarding different cards, and I think if I just like decided early on what I wanted to work towards, I would have been fine.
Well, the Chandra you discarded at any point was just going to be backbreaking.
Yeah, so like maybe I discard that, and then like I went for that kind of risky play with the shock, and like you wisely just like sent it at me. I think if you'd spent time like attacking the Royal Scions, it would have given me a lot more time.
Yeah, I think I just had to. It's just too high a loyalty. I wasn't going to win that game. You know, if I get the long game favors you, plain and simple.
And,
but
we've talked about how we're not that impressed with the Knights, but Acclaimed Contender has been impressive. That's been the one like really impressive card, and you need a lot of Knights to make that card work.
I agree.
So I know Circle Loyalty was also pretty impressive when I played Knights the other week. So like those two.
It's not as good in this matchup though, so I probably even should have trimmed, because you kill so many of my creatures that I probably should have trimmed that down to maybe one or something, but
I also wonder, I probably didn't need as much removal and could have just had more thrills and bonds. Just cut the Ironcrag feats. And maybe trim a little bit, but like you just didn't have that much removal.
Yeah,
I was just supposed to.
I just have Murderous Rider, and then you're just kind of relying on that. So maybe it's just a little tough.
It's really hard for you though against Bond to just hold up 3 mana for Murderous Rider.
Yeah,
and
you just can't
do other stuff. Yeah.
Then you just lava coil my 2 creatures. I'm like, okay, well now I have to play stuff, and then you're like, okay, Bond.
So the Bond is still fine against you. It's still good against you.
Yeah.
But Ironcrag feet definitely needed to go. But I probably cut too far away from that plan.
For sure.
I think that deck is really powerful.
Yep.
I like a lot of what it's doing. I like, all the cards it's playing, I think are good individually. They work well together, with the exception of Ironcrag Feet, but that's just like...
It's just a good card.
Yeah. Like maybe you only want 2 in the main or something like that, but I like it with Chandra too. You can just like Ironcrag Chandra and effectively have a turn 4 sweeper.
Yeah. No, I think it's a really good card. I think it really helps with the Royal Scions as well. Like if you ever get that combo where you just get to Lightning Bolt every time, like I think it's insane. So I can see it being a minimum 3 of. I think that card's pretty good.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have a Pyromancer that game. That's the kind of thing I need. I needed one other thing to like pull ahead, and maybe that's what this deck is missing.
Yep.
It doesn't have a lot of like traditional card advantage. So when you go towards that mid-range plan, you don't have a lot of ways to pull ahead after casting a bunch of removal.
Yeah.
Because your pull ahead plan is the Reanimator plan. And so that's an oversight in my deck building.
Yep.
Like I do have some Rals in my sideboard that I could have brought in along with that plan, and maybe I
love Ral. Ral, I think is just going to be the sleeper good planeswalker, because it always got shadowed by Teferi just being better, but Teferi's gone.
You don't have a ton of spells for Ral's -3 in this deck. You have enough to like pick off a smaller creature here and there.
Yeah.
And the late game is going to be good, but its +1 also can put a dragon in the graveyard.
That's true.
For your bond.
That's true. If you see it, you just pick the one card. But anyways, we are about at time, and I want to have us have time for our third match, because I think this is an exciting one. You have VTCLA's Bant Hero list.
Based off of his, I changed it a little bit.
Okay, gotcha. And I got a blue-black Emery list, heavily inspired by Arena deck list. I think it's spicy. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be good, but we haven't really tried Emery.
Yeah, Emery, Vantress,
is it Emery or Emery?
Emery.
Emery with an M, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't really tried Emery. I don't know how good these decks are. They seem more like memes to me, but we're going to find out, and the marbles are on the line, so don't go anywhere.